Hello friends, family, other creatures of the sea. Welcome back. Today we have a special game as it is Clem here in the top right spawning as the red Protoss player, and in the bottom left spawning as the blue Terran. It's going to be Mouse's HeroMarine. So Liquid Clem as Protoss. Yep, loves the off-race on the ladder as a Protoss player. I think he's 6'4" actually with his stall, so he's pretty darn good. Of course, Clem is insanely fast, so it's not a surprise that he's very good with tools. I believe he also actually has a pretty decent Zerg. When I watched him play Zerg, he looked actually insane. I was very impressed. The speed, the accuracy, the knowledge is all there, especially when it comes to this matchup. And we're going to see how HeroMarine will fare against Clem's off-race. So Clem opens up with a gateway scout here. Doesn't scout any of the proxy locations, as he does go for a full wall here. A Reaper wall. So perhaps scouting the proxy locations not quite as necessary. On the other hand, we have HeroMarine opening up with a standard barracks before gas. We'll have to see what he decides to go for. Very often when you play against someone's off-race, the thing that is good to do is to do like semi-aggressive builds that the other player isn't too aware of. You know, it's like will Clem know exactly what to do against an eBay block? I think the answer is no, because he already didn't go down to scout at the appropriate time. So something like an eBay block could have been really powerful. And it's often those type of things, like a proxy Reaper, eBay blocks, that the off-race player doesn't quite know the response to. They know what, usually Clem will know what the Protoss does and what the opportunities are, but he probably doesn't know the exact response himself, like when to scout down, when to get the pylons, like should I build a Zealot here, like what is the optimal play. So we see both players going for a little bit of micro here, the Marine versus the Probe, but Clem is out APMing Big Gape a little bit here. Look at that! This is he's so fast, I would not be capable of doing this. He's actually ridiculously quick. Look at this, he's just staying alive. There's absolutely no chance here for HeroMarine. This is a lot easier for the Terran as well, because the Terran doesn't really need to look at this that much. Ooh, he's gonna go for the recall. Well, it's probably worth it. I'm not sure if there's many people that would have done it the same here as he did, but I mean, it's all good in the end. You know, I have the CC about to finish up. Factory is on the way, and the first two Marines are about to pop out at 240, as they always do. Twilight is going to be the follow-up here for Clem. Already has one Adept, Stalker, and then a Twilight. So it's going to be a Blink that should finish around, what will it be? 445, maybe 450. One hit on the Marines. Let's take a look at this control once again. Both players are trying to increase their APM a little bit here. Trying to be faster than the opponent. Clem gets a second hit. No, doesn't. Will take a little bit of hull damage here. It's painful to take hull damage without really damaging the opponent. See, here we're actually moving across the map with these 5 Marines. But there is a Stalker here to help out. Ooh, Clem not controlling the Stalker. A little bit sloppy. These Stalkers are no Hellions, Clem. They're a little bit slower. Can't just walk into Marines like that. First Hellion's gonna make its way across the map as well, so we have some kiting going on. There's only a single Stalker, and this Hellion, together with these Marines, might just be capable of taking out this Adept. And as there's no other units here, this is actually a little bit painful. Stalker micro is good, but the Adept goes down. The Hellion is here. This Warpin will need to be, well, perfect basically. It needs to come fast as well. A lot of money in the bank here for Clem, who hasn't been macroing that well. But he will get the Warpin in, and this was a lot scarier than I think it really should have been. This Hellion's going to try to make its way into the main base. We'll get into the main base and get the scout off at least. At the same time, these two Stalkers will chase these Marines away. And perhaps do more than just chase them away. Good control here on the probes. We'll lose nothing to this Hellion. Except for the Adept, I guess. A couple of Marines do end up falling. There's no bunker here, and that's why HeroMarine probably was considering moving away. With a complete lack of a bunker, these two Stalkers could be really annoying. Might be able to pick off an SCV here or there. Oh, can't dive too deep though, because these Marines will surround you. Kind of lock you into the Terran's natural. Third base is going down, and the mine drop is heading across the map. Blink will barely not be done as this hits. If this would have hit in the main base, Clem would have been severely out of position. This is why you usually see Tosses position their units on the natural ramp. I don't think Clem even spotted this mine drop yet. Clem not really responding whatsoever. Instead just microing these Stalkers, which are doing a fair amount of damage. This mine drop's gonna hit, and it's, well, actually, That hit way less than it should have. Clem didn't pay attention whatsoever. And HeroMarine only got 5 units, or only got 5 probes. I think he could have gotten 8 or 9 with better targeting, but maybe the splits out of Clem were just that good. I mean, he is a player that is used to splitting. Still up in workers. He killed 1 worker on the other side of the map as well, and killed a bunch of Marines. So the overall resources lost heavily in favor here of the French Protoss player. That will feel very weird to say. You have the Robo Bay coming down as well. As there's no Raven. Oh no, there is a Raven. So perhaps not the greatest thing then. I was gonna say, as there is no Raven, that might be good. But there is a Raven, so it's not absolutely brilliant. Moves across the map with everything. Makes sense. He killed both of the mines. This medevac is empty and is just chilling there. There's really nothing to do here though for Clem. I mean, he can't blink into the main base. Is he gonna try to jump into this tank? No, it's just gonna get 1 Marine and blink out. 3 more barracks here are on the way, +1 has started. Pretty late, may I add, by the way. Is there a second eBay as well? There's not. And Stim starting 6 minutes into the game, so it's been a very sloppy game so far out of HeroMarine. Who's actually... Is he behind? Is that fair to say? Yeah. This push will hit, what? About 80 seconds from now, so 7:40. I think Clem will have his fort base done at that point, basically. I don't think before Stim, HeroMarine can really take the 3rd base. I mean, there's a bunch of Stalkers here. There is 2 tanks. There's 11 Stalkers. Clem just keeps building Stalkers. We now have the first forge on the way. Perhaps a couple of extra gateways as well. It's a Templar Archives. That's a very quick Templar Archives. Oh, blinks forward, gets the first tank. Second tank is gonna get moved forward. There's just not actually that many units. One of these Marauders is going to fall. The Stalkers stay alive. Good control out of Clem. Fort base not going down yet. This female Karak is spotting this probe, and this probe is spotting this female Karak. So Clem is trying to get something done with these Stalkers, and I guess killing a tank is nice. 20 more seconds until Stim finish. Oh my god, did he just fly away? And of course Clem is not aware of this. But, oh, Clem's gonna get caught here. We'll try to blink over this little ridge. And we'll lose 2 Stalkers for free. Not the greatest start here for HeroMarine. But picking up those 2 Stalkers definitely is big. He's gonna just straight up go towards the far right side. There is an observer over there. Clem, well, it's not in position yet. Battery and cannon on the way into the main base at this point. This probe is gonna be spotting these drops. Clem immediately starts running into position. Oh, good split as well. I wouldn't mind 1 sentry going into the main base for that Guardian Shield. But I think with the cannon, with the battery needs to be super overcharged. Yep, there we go. Raven is in the main base as well. And this is a very good fight here for Clem. With that battery overcharge is going to be capable of cleaning this up. Colossi obviously not helping out as it still is disabled. A lot of these Stalkers kind of idling as well. But this Marauder will get taken out. And Clem in a... pretty commanding lead here, actually. It's down in upgrades, but 3 Colossi are out. We see HeroMarine going into a tank-based play, which means he probably just wants to survive at this point. He's not really looking for a kill, but more playing for survival and playing like a semi-base tradey style while going for a lot of tanks at home. So wanting to really force his opponent to attack. But this got spotted by a hallucination. Clem has a crap ton of sentries. By the way, 3 of them. I find that a crap ton, truly. We have a second Robo on the way. Disruptors coming out as well right now. We have cannons going down on the 4th base. We have a cannon and a battery at the 3rd. We have a gateway in an awkward position. And all of this is just going to make it harder for HeroMarine to truly push in. There's no 4th base here. There's a bunch of tanks. 4. 5th tank is on the way. Ghost Academy coming down. I think we're going to be seeing a 1-1 all-in push here out of HeroMarine, who will continue building Vikings as well. He's going to most likely push with 3 Ghost, 6 to 8 Vikings. No, he's going to go already. So he wants to go for a 1-1 push, but he doesn't really have any tech with this. It's just tanks. Tanks are good against Colossi, but there is a fair amount of Zealots as well, and there's Archons for tanking. See a Zealot runby being sent out, as Clem's map vision is absolutely fantastic. Probes being spread all around. Observer doing his duty on the far right side as well. However, HeroMarine will get to walk into position. Bunker is also ready at this third base. No fort yet on the way for HeroMarine still. It's going to be stimming in. Might be able to just right-click this base. Disruptors are moving forward right now, though. Not all tanks are sieged up yet. 2 disruptor shots completely miss absolutely everything. But I think there's just a little bit too much Clem here. Tanks are being taken out. Yeah, there's just not enough HeroMarine. HeroMarine will need to fall back at this point. And that's exactly what he's going to be doing. Picks up, runs away, loses 1. 2 more medevacs in the retreat. At the same time, Clem managed to set this Zealot runby up. Takes out the bunker, takes out 2 of the refineries as well. There's still no Fort Command Center here, as HeroMarine's Coast Academy finishes up at this point. And he has a couple of Vikings, but the disruptor count just is growing. And Ghost Viking is really good against Colossi, but once the disruptor count goes above 5 or 6, that army just kind of falls off. Oh, good first snipe. Decent enough splits as well, these disruptors. Oh, this is a big shot here, as HeroMarine probably needs to head back home. And without a fort base, well, you can't really afford to go back home at this point. Because, well, Clem's just outmining him at this. Well, it's pretty close. Pretty close in income. Pretty close in income. You have a full-on triple drop heading towards the third base. The fourth base, of course, did lose a lot of its shields. A lot of the real health, the real HP still alive. The Zealot not going to be capable of spotting these 3 medevacs. Where are these 3 medevacs going to drop? They're going to drop straight into pylon vision. Clem will respond immediately. Prism with this army. Oh, big Zealot run by being sent out. That's a lot of Zealots. It's like, what, 11 Zealots or so. HeroMarine will need to start moving back. 4cc is now on the way. +2 attack as well as vehicle weapons. Blink DT. And I know that Clem is smiling at this moment. As he thinks, yes baby, Shadow Strike, that's the future. 4cc, oh my god, no cancel out of HeroMarine. Huh. This army also could get caught on the middle of the map. HeroMarine not quite paying attention. Clem also not paying attention. Actually, Clem is the one that gets caught out. Good pickup here out of HeroMarine. Takes out a Colossi, loses 1 medevac. Losing that fort base, though, is painful. Right now playing double factory as he's desperately trying to stay alive. You don't want to be losing against your someone else's off-race. Co-workers off-race. 2 turrets in the main base might be able to provide something here. 2 DTs are being warped in. 1 into the prism, 1 into the third base. No turret here yet. Is there any scans available? There is. Oh, there's plenty. There's about 4 scans available right now. These 2 turrets will be able to make short work of this prism, as well, the DT will end up dropping out. The DT at the third base also will get a couple of kills. We're going to need to see a scan over here. Low control out of Clem, but that's not really the end of the world, honestly, as Clem's just such a big lead at this point. Up in workers, his upgrades keep going up as well. Disruptor count is growing. We're currently at 9. And Clem's already taking a 5th base. Well, HeroMarine is still debating whether he has the balls to move towards his own 4th or not. And honestly, I kind of understand why he doesn't really have the balls to go there, because there's a huge army coming his way right now. Tanks need to be sieged. 6 tanks are out, 4 ellipses are out as well. Not quite sure if Clem can just walk into this. Can he just walk into this? Well, can't walk into this, but I don't think this command center can fly forward either. That's a little bit optimistic here, HeroMarine. You need to send this back. It's going to be the 2nd command center that might get taken out for free. Tanks go down against the disruptors. Really odd. Oh, Clem decides he doesn't want it. He's going to be taking a 6th and a 7th base at the same time. Single Liberator heading for some harass towards his 3rd base, but Stalkers are over there in position. We'll be able to take care of that. Hallucination being sent forward. Clem is looking for a fight. He's going to find a fight before +3 finishes, though. Sends in the disruptors, gets another tank. Tank count still at 3, but it is falling slowly but surely. Liberator gets taken out. One of the Stalkers did fall. At the same time, we have a single Marauder. Not quite sure how it managed to waddle its way into this 5th base, but I do not envy him. He's about to be charged upon by a couple of Zealots. With superior upgrades as well, let's not forget about that. 2-1 here for HeroMarine against the 3-1 out of Clem, who's also going for +2 armor at this point. I did think he had a 2nd forge, yep, but no shield upgrades are being researched yet. This 7th base is going to be taken out, but honestly, I don't think Clem is going to care very much as he's charging into the 3rd base here of HeroMarine. Disruptors moving forward, trying to get to that tank, will not quite be able to do that. Now will be capable and force a lift off, but I mean, a 7th base against a lift on the 3rd, that's probably a trade I would take. A couple of DTs here at Clem's own 3rd will be able to take care of this little squad. There's an Immortal in the natural, more robotics facilities coming down as well, +2 armor. And HeroMarine just trying to stay alive with these extra tanks. Snipes are absolutely fantastic here out of HeroMachine. Loses 1 more tank, but kills about 5 freaking disruptors. Loses a 2nd tank, and even though HeroMarine is trading well, except for that little interaction, I just think that there's too much money in the bank here for Clem. And overall, the cost efficiency of Clem just a little bit too high. GG gets called as Clem wins this game against HeroMarine. Was a ladder game. Clem told me that he played a bunch of games against HeroMarine and lost majority of them, but also won, I think, 1 or 2. So yeah, definitely very powerful Protoss player, Mr. Clem. So congrats to him. I hope you did enjoy this little off-race game. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all next time for a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye.